friends, and welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. Today it is December 10th, and I slipped in a little bit. That means I didn't wake up until 8. I checked YouTube to see if everything was good with the Vlogmas for today that I uploaded last night, or actually this morning. And I noticed that it wasn't published yet. I'm like, but I did all that yesterday. So of course I just set the wrong date. So good thing I found out like within an hour, so it was only an hour late, but I thought I did everything. But I messed up. I came home from town like 2 a.m. this morning, and I had to edit the last because I really wanted some footage from town. So I had to edit and upload, and I had some yarn that I didn't wash before I left, so I had to do that. So good thing I was sober because I had work to do, and I didn't get to bed until 3 this morning, so I slept till 8. I don't really never sleep that late. I don't know, I can't. I just always wake up. So I got up and just had a little relaxed time here at the office, watched some Vlogmases, had some coffee, a little breakfast. And today I really need to chill. So I'm not sure content today will be all that exciting. I don't think content ever is really that exciting. So but anyway, I'll do my best. I had a blast last night. My friend Malina and I, we went. She always does the reservation of restaurants because she's really good at that. She's a gourmet nerd. So she took care of that. We went to a restaurant. I've never been there before. It's like a tapas Spanish restaurant called La Habla. And it was divine. It was so good. It's like so good. We ordered all these different small dishes and they just show up whenever it's done in the kitchen. It's very good. We had sangria. I like, but red wine is not really, I really can't drink that much red wine. For some reason, I used to be able to, but now I can't. My stomach won't have it. So, we had drinks. We went to the Alex Vargas concert. Oh my God, it was so good. It was like the best. I couldn't, of course, let you hear the music from the concert because I don't have copyrights, but go listen to Alex Vargas on YouTube because he is not on YouTube, but on Spotify, whatever. He is amazing. And I got myself an Alex Vargas t-shirt. Melanie got me that because I had the tickets for her. Actually, me and Lars were gonna go, but then he was not home, so I just invited Melina to go with me. So she gave me the t-shirt, so nice, and had the best time. Then after the concert, we went to my favorite bar called Two Sucks. It's a gin and tonic bar. So they have like, I don't know, 100 different kinds of gin tonics, and because we were out and because it's a Friday night in Christmas time, there's so many people in town because they have Christmas lunches with the companies or with friends or whatever. So there were so many drunk people in town, and they were all we had so much fun. So many people came and talked, and Melina's daughter came with a friend and they had a drink, and her husband came and picked us up and drove us home. We had the best time. We had the best time. So much fun. So good to come out. I don't get out that much. Actually, I just rather knit and watch movies than go out. But when I do get out, I just enjoy it so much. So we had so much fun. Good times. I have twisted, labeled all the minis, and they will be shipped maybe today, but I'm not sure shipping. I know I can drop them off today, but I'm not sure they're gonna pick them up today anyway, so I might just wait until Monday. And thank you for the support. It was so loud, like so fast. I know a lot of you really wanted the gold glitter kind, so I'm gonna do one more batch of the gold glitter. And I don't think I'll be doing that today, but maybe tomorrow. And I think I'll just do 8 skeins, so they will be online Monday, I think. Let's say Monday. I'll do a shop update Monday. And I can do it a little later in the day, so it'll be more fair to overseas people. I have a lot of Americans and Canadians buying my yarn, so thank you all for that. And yeah, so I'll do another batch of the gold glitter and then stop. No more. And Yeah, let's open Advents. So today is December 10th. Let's see what Lisa from Spain sent me today. This is Making Stories mystery yarn. Not sure what that means. I always Google the yarns. Maybe I should actually do them before, but sometimes I do them after. I think this is a hand-dyed yarn. See, it's like gray with some green specks. I think I had a little one of Marta's dog hair. That is sweet. Lisa has a puppy dog named Martha. So I put all the Lisas in this my little basket, and because I have recorded, I will know what all the yarns are if I forget. And I have some of the bags as well. And CamijoKnit's number 10. Today's called Dried Orange. It's funny because we just did like a dried orange inspired skein, but let's see. Well, surprise, it looks like a dried orange. And guess what, guys, we're doing today? I bought oranges the other day at the grocery because I thought we would make these dried oranges today. I've never tried it before. I've been reading a little bit online on how to do it. I think you just slice them and put them in the oven for, I see someone does it high temperature, short time. Another one does it lower temperature, longer time. So I will Google exactly what I think looks more, I don't know. I'll just find the recipe that I think looks the best or whatever. And let's try to make the dried oranges. I want to put them on a string and like hang them somewhere, maybe in my office. I think that'll be fun. So it's not the same, but it's close. I have some dye in this that I didn't have when I did these, so it's some of the colors are different. But of course, dried orange is gonna look like a dried orange no matter what. But yeah. And yeah, let's see what's in the L'Occitane. It's also orange on the front today. Ha! This is one of my favorites. This is shower oil. So it's like a soap and an oil in a mix, and it's with almonds. And I have this in my shower. I love it so much. But this is just perfect to have it like traveling size, so I can take it with me when we travel. I'll put it up on my shelf with the other L'Occitane products. And now I think I'll just chill for a little bit, and then later today we'll make the oranges. down here in this little corner of my office. It's after I redid the office, I put a chair in here. So when I'm working and I need to be knitting on something, it's just nice to be able to sit in a comfortable chair and do some knitting, and then you can go back to the office table and kind of do notes and everything. But I have a cup of tea here, and I have printed all your questions for the Q&A. I thought that would be the last thing we do today. It has been a really lovely lazy day. I really needed a day off, so I did a little bit of filming. I will be editing that a little later tonight, and I apologize. This might not be the longest episode, but I think that's fine, right? Longer episodes sometimes, and sometimes shorter episodes. That's the way it is. Sometimes my life is just really boring, and today was a boring day, and it was exactly what I needed. But I have made myself a cup of lovely Christmas tea in one of my favorites mug, this rock and roll knitter mug. Look at the glitter. It's from a Danish company called Deadly Daisies. I will link their shop down below. I don't know if they ship internationally, but they make some really cool knitting accessories, like bags and t-shirts and stuff. Anyway, I did bring my knitting. I just cast it on for sock number 2, so I could get that off my needle. I really want to cast on with the new cinnamon and orange with a cherry on top Christmas sock yarn, which is sold out, by the way. So thank you so much. I packed 18 orders today, and I know I said that I will not be dyeing anymore, but I think so many of you really wanted the gold stellina kind that I will be dyeing some tomorrow. I think just 8 skeins of gold with an accordion mini, and then that's it. But as long as there's a market, I would be stupid not to, make a living. So anyway, back to the questions, and thank you so much for your questions. A lot of you has been actually asking the same. So I get a lot of questions about, am I continuing to stay at the CamijoKnit, or am I going back to my real job as a teacher? For those of you who don't know, I work as a teacher in the older grades, like 9th grade, 7th to 9th grade actually, I teach. And I took 1 year absence so I could focus on the company. And I've promised my boss not to make any fast decisions. So I will have a conversation with her in the beginning of the new year. But I have told her, don't expect too much, because I am very, very, very comfortable at CamijoKnit, and you give me a job. So as long as I'm busy doing this, I'm gonna keep doing this. So yeah, it's been really a dream come true for me to have my own company and have this little community around my company. And I love that it's an interaction between you, my customers, and also the switching type of works that I do, dyeing yarn, designing knitting patterns, and doing this vlog and YouTube and stuff. I really love doing all those things. How long have you lived in Denmark? Well, I have lived in Denmark my whole life. I am Danish. I was born here in 19 something. I was born in Denmark. Is like the smallest country ever, and in the middle of Denmark is an island called Fyn, and that is where I was originally from. But then I came here to Aarhus because there's a university here, and I went to the university and studied, and I stayed. How long have you been dyeing yarn? I have been dyeing yarn for a little over a year. I think I sold my first skein of yarn in November last year. So it just kind of went. Are you going to pick up the other hobbies such as patchwork and sashiko again? Wouldn't that be lovely? I actually did some sashiko not long ago because I had to mend my jeans. So I did some of the sashiko stitches on my jeans, and I would love to. I do have some sashiko like small towels or something. I think I will use them in the bottom of my bread basket when they're complete. But it's actually a really good question. I think sashiko, if you don't know what sashiko is, it's a kind of, it's a Japanese embroidery technique and tradition. And look it up, it's gorgeous, fantastic. And for me, it's a good way to be doing something that just kind of makes my mind go slow. And for me, knitting is still something I enjoy very, very, very. I love to knit. I love to knit, but it's still associated with work a little bit. So sometimes doing something so different like sashiko is really good. Patchwork, I love to do that. And I will be exploring that more if I ever have more time. Oh, I just did the cactus flower sweater. Could you tell me a little bit about the inspiration? Well, I am wearing it today. I think I got the idea from a TV show about someone was traveling to like Iceland, and it was a sweater that had like a fade from one to another, but a fade going like with small dots like this. So I just thought that was a cute way of just doing like a little something different. And then I just, instead of a fade, just wanted one color here and then a contrast and then another color. So that was my inspiration. Please show more of your knitting in vlog. Yeah, well, these days I don't do very much knitting. So I'm not sure if you mean things that I have knitted or the process of knitting something. You can, you might be able to kind of elaborate that for me. I work from home and it's not set hours. So how do you plan what you will do during the day? I struggle too. And to be completely honest, because I'm vlogging, I really need my house to look a little bit less messy than it probably would like a normal weekday for me. I don't like to have a messy house, so I will be tidying up a lot because it's not in my nature to put things back in its right place. I just always leave it and then I have to, later in the day go and fix everything. But because I'm filming and I want to put the camera to film something in the kitchen, I really don't want to be stuff everywhere. But in my normal non-vlogging life, I will do it while I work. That's the good thing about working at home in my house. And maybe, I don't know if you have computer work a lot, but when I dye the yarn, then when it needs to soak for 20 minutes, then I can do the dishwasher and, put do some laundry and then go back and fix the yarn. And then I'll always have like little breaks in between that I can just fix small things. And then my husband works in Norway, but he's home. When he's home for 4 weeks, and he is just the best to fix the house. So I have help. Our family needs new recipes. Please share more basic Danish ones of anything. Okay, so tonight I'm not gonna be cooking because Nomi went to a party last night, and I came home so late. So we're gonna go in the car soon and pick up some really nasty takeaway and just sit in front of the TV. But I'm happy you enjoy my cooking. It's not that I have the best cooking skills at all. I'm just like a normal cooking person, I guess. But I just think it's fun to film, actually. I will keep filming when we cook dinner. What do you like most about Christmas? Oh, Ingrid, I love everything. I am a December girl. My birthday is on December 16th, so for me December is always like even more magical. I love everything about December. I love that we watch an Advent show on TV. We have been doing that since we were kids. I think one of the things that I really love about Christmas and December is that something will happen every day. There's a new episode of something on TV, or you would have like as a kid like a chocolate Advent you could open every day, and so that's something magical about every day in December. You light the candles, and we have so many everyday things we do in December. So I think actually that's my favorite part, that every day of December leading up to Christmas is like special. How do you keep a clean house among running business? I need tips. I need tips too. I don't. I really don't. I'm really bad at it. I mean, if you came to my house, you would say, no, she's not as clean as it looks on the Vlogmas. I'm just looking down at my floor here in my office. I can see that it has been a while since a vacuum cleaner in here. When did Camijo start and when did you start to knit? CamijoKnit's started in 2019. I came up with a pattern. I didn't come up with a pattern. I got an idea for a pattern. That was the diamond sweater. So it's one of the hardest patterns I ever did, and that was my first one. But because I have a friend that is like such a good knitter, she could kind of help me figure out how to do it. So we did that. That was the first one, and then the company started after that. And I have been knitting always. I think my grandmother taught me how to knit. I don't even remember. But when I was like, I think I could knit since I was like 8. And then I did knit for many, many years. As a teenager, that was not cool. I was too busy drinking and doing all the wrong things. and then when one of my really good friends, she had a baby in, I think, 2009. And I wanted to knit her something. And then the house burned down. Karen is asking about the house burning down. It burned, not to the ground, but it burned so much that we lived in a trailer in the front. And I had just turned in my, I don't know the word, my huge thesis, is that the word? I finished in the university, so I had to do this huge assignment. So I turned that in, and I didn't have a job, so I needed to do something. So I went to my local yarn store and said I need to crochet a blanket or something. And that was a roller coaster, because that is meant as the local yarn store, and that was a friendship that was meant to be. She had a yarn store and I was just eager to learn how to knit. So that's how it all started. Are you planning to go back to teaching? No, I don't plan to go back to teaching. Or do you want to dye yarn and design full-time? Yes, that is what I want to do. I want to design yarn, design knitting patterns, and design yarn and dye yarn full-time. That's what I want to do. How old are you? Oh my God, you would never ask a woman about her age. I am 44 and I will be 45 next week. Do you think you'll stay at home for your yarn business longer than planned? Yes, I think so. Are you happy with your life without colleagues? So it's about working alone. I'm a very outgoing person. I have a lot of friends and a huge social life, so it's actually working fine. I miss my colleagues because they're wonderful people, but I don't miss having colleagues every day. But I also think that's because my friend who has the local yarn store, we have like a business thing, we talk a lot, and I think I see them like so many, I don't know how many days a week. I see them a lot because I go to the yarn store, and I have my yarn in their shop, and there's a lot of collaboration between us and them, or me and them. So how are you liking your year off from teaching? Well, I like my year off from teaching, but I miss my students so much. I miss them so much, but I really enjoy this. I really enjoy being here and doing the CamijoKnit. So that was all your questions. Thank you so much for that. That was fun. Maybe we should do that another time. And I guess those of you who have never seen me before, maybe you got a little bit more info. And yeah, and I just want to finish off by saying I got a comment on my YouTube today about she was offended that I had been saying that Americans bragged a lot, and I truly apologize for my choice of word. I can see that came out wrong. It was really not my intention to offend anyone. It's just that I think actually I meant it in a positive way. I like how some, because of course it's not everyone, but that there's a much more acceptance about not appreciating. There's a greater acceptance of celebrating your own success, and I think that's good. In the States, I hear a lot more yay and well, good for you, and oh, you made so much money, that's really nice. Like a positive encouragement when you do good, where in Scandinavian it's a tendency to go a little bit the other way. So don't make too much attention about yourself, and don't say that you did good, and don't say that you love your yarn. So that's, and it's, of course it's not like this all the time, but it's just, there's a small difference, and it's fine. It's not negative either way. I just, when I say that I was really pleased with my own work, I can kind of feel that Danish, Scandinavian, you know, kind of, we just bend our head a little bit, because we really wouldn't want to sound like we were bragging. So I just wanted to clarify that. Sometimes I get having to talk in another language. Sometimes there's some stuff that get lost in translation, but please know that I would never offend anyone. And if you get offended, I appreciate you writing to me and saying this could be misunderstood. So thank you for that. I actually do appreciate it. I will now go to my couch and my TV. No, actually first I'll put Nomi and myself in a car, and we'll drive to a nasty takeaway place and get some fries and some Coke, and we will get to the couch, watch a Christmas movie. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and we might be dyeing some more of that Christmas yarn. See you.